Run from it. Dread it. Destiny always arrives. When it comes to Brock Lesnar, it seems like his destiny is just to take money from WWE's pockets. You know, going into Crown Jewel, the match I was looking forward to the most was the Universal Championship match, since Roman Reigns unfortunately had to be removed. And because I was wondering, what was WWE going to do? Were they finally just going to say, fuck it, let's just give it to the Care Bear Braun Strowman and see how he does as champion? Were they going to swerve us and give us GM Corbin as our Universal Champion? He forces himself in the match. He feels like he's best for business, and we will have the usual WWE authority type figure on top as your champion. I did not think Brock Lesnar was going to win. I literally thought, well, Lesnar has better things to do. He's getting ready to go kick DC or John Jones's ass in the UFC. And I don't really mean that when I say it, I'm just saying. He was preparing to go to a UFC fight. He was ready to go back to MMA. I figured he was just doing this show because he saw dollar signs with Saudi Arabia. He said, oh, the Saudis are going to pay me how much just to go out there and half-ass like I normally do? Sure, I'm down for it. So Lesnar winning was not really in my line of sight. I wasn't really thinking, man, Brock Lesnar is going to win this match. I really felt there was going to be some silly little swerve with Corbin becoming the world champion, or maybe someone that Corbin handpicked to be the world champion, or Care Bear was finally going to become the Universal Champ. And then lo and behold, as the match began, and when I saw Corbin come out, I said, okay, it's going to get there. It's going to happen. Lesnar comes out, fans seem pretty pumped. Care Bear comes out, fans seem pretty pumped. Corbin comes into the ring with the Universal Belt, and this is where I said the swerve's going to happen. The swerve is going to happen. And oh boy, did a swerve happen. Because Corbin goes and lays out Care Bear with the Universal title. I guess that Universal title has like, I don't know, like 80 pounds of like freaking bullets in it or something, because dang, it knocked the heck out of Care Bear. And Lesnar went on to F5 Care Bear 4 or 5 times. 1, 2, 3, and now he's our Universal Champion. Oh, man. And the thing is, you think I'd be mad about this. No, you guys know how I feel about Braun Strowman. He's a piece of shit who doesn't sell. He's overrated. He sucks. I'm sorry. You like Care Bear? That's your business. For me, he sucks. So I'm fine with Lesnar being champion. But it's funny because like a lot of people are mad about this. They're like super mad about this. They act like this is the worst scene they've ever seen. They're okay with Shane McMahon like inserting himself to become the best in the world. But Brock Lesnar once again being the Universal Champion over Strowman, and everyone's like, "Oh, WWE's so dumb. They're not making Strowman champion now. They're not building him as the champ. They should make him champion. Why are they wasting their time with Lesnar again?" And here's the thing. WWE knows what the fuck they're doing. Is Strowman versus AJ Styles a match you really want to see at Survivor Series? No. Lesnar versus Styles 2? Oh yeah, there's more interest there. And really, to be honest, when we always talk about someone being ready to be the world champion, Strowman, you can make arguments why he's ready, and it's kind of easy to make the arguments why he's ready. But how about we make the arguments that maybe he's not ready? For as much as we like to blame the world champion for not being the top draw and everything like that, we also got to blame sometimes the supporting cast, guys who are also considered top guys as well. The top guy is not just the world champion. Sometimes top guys are also guys that are featured just as much as the top guy, and they're not really doing that well. And when you look at it, it's not like Strowman is some ratings buster. Like everyone thinks like, oh, put the title on Strowman and everything will change. First of all, why would WWE, and the point where they want viewers, they want people to be watching their product in one of the more struggling seasons. Like we all know, fall time for the WWE for the last few years since like 2013 has been autopilot for the WWE. They don't care what happens because they know the only people watching wrestling right now is wrestling fans. Like honestly, if WWE had it their way, they would move WrestleMania to the summertime and change SummerSlam to the Spring Bash or something. Because WWE knows the most time people watch their product is WrestleMania. And then the most time other people watch the product, I think far more than WrestleMania, is SummerSlam. It's summertime. That's why SummerSlam has been getting such a big emphasis as of late, because they realize wrestling fans have more free time during the summer. During the summer, there's not much threat or competition. The NBA is pretty much over. MLB is just in the middle of things. Hockey's pretty much over. Freaking the NFL is not doing anything, and we're hearing from the NFL is OTAs and minicamp. The summertime is where the WWE rules. Besides the UFC, who's not really their main competitor anyways, WWE, as much as UFC fans would like to say, oh no, UFC is far superior than WWE, if you look at financials and everything, WWE blows UFC out the water. There's more of a WWE fan base than there are a UFC fan base. UFC on Fox cannot even draw the ratings that WWE does with Raw or SmackDown Live on USA Network. And that's saying something when UFC is on Fox. They can give you a free card on Fox with big names that they consider big, and WWE still outdraws them. So when it comes down to it, WWE's big major watching points are during WrestleMania, and I argue at the summertime. So why would WWE, if they're trying to still get viewers to watch, try to get the stock market people, because keep in mind, WWE is a public company, so they have to report their stocks and their earnings and everything like that every single month and everything. Why would WWE give the belt to Strowman when they know all it would do is lead to people like me who hate Strowman and people who like Strowman now just going to turn on him and be more negative on him? Why put the belt on Strowman when you know there's not going to be a good ROI, return on investment on it? So what, you put the belt on Strowman, then what? He faces AJ Styles. Is that the match where fans finally get sick and tired of Strowman? Where he beats down AJ Styles, a guy who has been champion for over a year at Survivor Series? Is that the match where finally people start going, oh, he's not facing Roman, so we don't like him as much anymore? And not only that, he had a match with AJ Styles at Survivor Series where he beat AJ Styles. So you really want to set up Strowman to be that? No, Chase, Strowman's naturally over. Get these hands and everything like that. Chase, you just don't get it. No, I've seen it. This is what happens with a lot of big guy wrestlers that people like. At the beginning, they liked them, but then as soon as later, when they start facing their favorites, the IWC favorite, the quartet of like AJ Styles, Finn Balor, Kevin Owens, and all these other people, once they start facing them in actual serious matches with actual real consequences, that's when fans start to turn on them. Because you really think that they're going to let Braun Strowman lose to AJ Styles just when he won the Universal title? No. And then who is Strowman going to feud with where you're actually going to say to yourself, that's actually believable? See, the thing about Braun Strowman, when he becomes a champion, the problem with Strowman as champion is not that, oh, the fans will turn on him and everything like that. The problem is WWE hasn't built up enough guys yet that make you say, oh, they're believable to take down Strowman. All these wrestling fans, they'll say Drew McIntyre. To most people, yeah, Drew McIntyre, for us wrestling fans, we believe he could probably take Strowman in a fight. But for most casual viewers and people just flipping the channels, if I flipped the channel, I saw Braun Strowman looking at Drew McIntyre, I would think Braun Strowman should destroy this guy every day of the week. McIntyre's not ready. Lashley should be a guy that should be a threat to Strowman and should be the guy where you're saying, oh God, Braun Strowman can't beat him. Nope. Lashley seems like a guy that's just going to struggle against Strowman. He can't even beat Seth Rollins, so why the fuck would I think Lashley could beat Strowman? Constable Corbin, GM Corbin, seems like a guy that would make sense. He's a bigger guy, but, since he has the GM powers, he could have the Authors of Pain help him out against Strowman. It would make sense, right? Nope. Seth Rollins is not ready. Dean Ambrose is not ready. You don't really have anyone that is a threat to Braun Strowman in that Universal title. So that will lead to disinterest for a lot of casual fans. That will lead to a lot of disinterest for us hardcore fans, and that's what will start the turn of Strowman, is him just becoming champion at this low point of wrestling where fans are bitching and complaining. So what? They put the belt on him. It leads to one instance where fans are happy. They're like, yeah, he finally did it. Then comes the AJ Survivor Series match, and that won't turn all the fans at once. But it'll get some fans annoyed. I'm pretty sure some fans who've been wanting Strowman as champ, once he beats AJ Styles, they'll be like, oh, that made no sense. Why Strowman's cool? And then sooner or later, you'll get this typical Strowman match as Universal Champion. And then you're just going to say it's just a little big goof taking everyone down. Then they take out his legs. Then they start beating him up for most of the match. And then he comes back, screams, wins, and does the running power slam. This guy sucks. And you'll see YouTubers make these videos saying how much he sucks. And then when Lesnar comes back to face him for WrestleMania or something, y'all will be cheering for Lesnar again and saying we want Lesnar as champ because Strowman sucks. So why would WWE, at the point where they haven't built up anyone besides Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns to take down Braun Strowman, why would you have it and put the belt on him now? Why would you put the belt when no one is watching? More people are interested in NFL and NBA and NHL than they are currently WWE. Just wrestling as a whole. Since All In, literally wrestling as a whole has just been... I mean, yeah, there's some good spurts here or there. New Japan will put out 1 5-star match. 205 Live will have like a sleeper match. Evolution had a sleeper match. You know, like, yeah, sure, wrestling companies will have sleeper matches, but that's okay. I've seen enough 5-star matches in my life that I don't need to go back and watch it. At this point, when it comes to wrestling, I just want to see consistency from a product. And when it comes down to it, WWE is just like, hey, we need people to watch this product. We need people to actually care about this product. We don't feel like right now Braun Strowman's the guy, because based on ratings and everything like that, when we look at the big 4 guys that we have, they're not really doing much to move the needle. And really, to be honest, why would you put Strowman in this situation where he has to go and try to be the guy to raise the ratings even more? You really think that him becoming Universal Champion, all of a sudden wrestling fans will turn off Monday Night Football and say, you know what, I'll go watch Raw? No. People would rather watch a blowout of Monday Night Football than freaking watch Strowman as champion. So when it comes down to it, Braun Strowman did not become champion because, oh, the WWE doesn't believe in him or anything like that. I truly believe WWE just looked at it and said it would make no sense to make him champion. They decided to go with Brock Lesnar, and I'm fine with it. Because you know what? I can finally say this again. Remember, guys, sometimes in life, you don't have to give a shit. Just like our our Universal Champion, Brock Lesnar. Yeah, I'm back, bitches. Not really. I got a lot of schoolwork and I wanted to make this video. I thought it would be different because I'm pretty sure you guys would see a bunch of, hey, I boycotted Crown Jewel, I'm the man videos and other shit that really doesn't matter, or rant videos. I figured this would be different, okay? Figured you guys would appreciate it. I don't know if you appreciate it. Will I do something for UFC 230? I don't know. It all depends on my schedule. I do work tonight during UFC 230. So if you follow me on Twitter and you know I'm an MMA fan, don't spoil shit for me, okay? I'll be pissed. I'll block you. No, I'm just kidding. I don't block anyone. But I will mute you. And then I'll unmute you kindly. And I'll tell you that I muted you because you spoiled something. Anyways, if you haven't watched since UFC 230, just hit the subscribe button if you like. I barely upload. Bye! Oh, yeah. Yo! He hasn't been on a major show in a while. Fuck Finn Balor!